Standard 7, General Science, Chapter number 2, Plants, Structure and Function. Root. Let's recall. 1. What helps us to easily identify the plants around us? Leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. Part of different. Let us now acquaint ourselves with these plant organs in greater detail. Try this. 1. Keep a moistened ball of crumbled paper in a paper 3 days. The part that grows and inside the changes in the seeds in 2 or 3 days. The part that grows from inside the seed towards the soil is called the radicle, and the part that grows above the soil is called the plumule. The root that forms from the radicle grows into the ground. Plant root is thick near the soil and is called root. Roots of some plants produce secondary roots that grow obliquely and spread far and wide in the soil. Roots support the plant. This type of root is called a taproot. Roots bear by cap-like structure called the root cap. The root cap protects the glass jar and fill 3/4 of it from injuries. 2. Take a glass jar and fill 3/4 of it with water. Place an onion on the mouth of the jar in such a way that its roots are towards the water. Observe the tap roots and fibrous roots. Dicotyledonous plants have tap roots, while monocotyledonous plants have fibrous roots. 3. Sow the seeds of plants like mustard, sorghum, that is jawar, maize, that is corn, pea, coriander, etc., in an earthen pot. Cultivate the plant for 8 days. Once the plant, put them gently in a 30 cm high cask containing them carefully. Plants like maize, sugarcane, sorghum have 2 types of roots. The some roots are called underground, whereas some grow from the stem just above the soil. The latter are called adventitious roots. Besides the normal functions like absorption of water and minerals, anchoring and supporting the plant, roots perform some other functions too. Of such roots show some modifications to perform these additional functions. Some examples of such modified roots are aerial roots, stilt roots, runners, breathing roots, that is, pneumatophorus, etc. 4. Take some water in a small glass jar. Put a plantlet in it in such a way that its roots are dipped in the water. Mark the water level on the jar and add 5 ml of oil to the water. Use onion and mango had fibrous roots. 2. What will happen if the root tip is injured? 3. Which types of roots do the fenugreek, spinach, and onion plants have? Do you know? Roots emerging from the trunk and branches of a banyan tree grow towards the soil. These roots are called prop roots. What could be the use of these prop roots? In the beginning, the banyan tree has very few prop roots. But later on, their number 250 years so much banyan tree prop collect images stem grows, the length of stem gradually increases too. There are nodes on the stem. Leaves come out at the nodes. The part of the stem between two nodes is called an internode. The tip or the apical end of the stem is called a bud. Observe a branch of any plant and identify its different parts as per the diagram. Complete the chart. Collect information about other local plants too. Name of plant, thickness or circumference of node in mm, length of internode in mm. 1. Sugarcane. 2. Fenugreek. 3. Leaf. Leaves grow and in the bold, the let out part of the leaf is called the leaf apex. It may be tapering, pointed, or rounded. Leaves of some plants have a stalk called a petiole. Leaves of some plants do not have a petiole. The portion of the leaf attached to the stem is called the leaf base. Small leaf-like structures may be present near the leaf base. These are called stipules. Do you see stipules in all plants? Leaves of some plants have a single undivided leaf blade and a single midrib. Such leaves are called simple leaves. However, the leaf blade of leaves in some plants is divided leaves. Observe and discuss. Observe a branch of plants like rose, neem, coriander, hibiscus, etc. In different plants, the arrangement of leaves on the stem is different. It may be alternate, opposite, whorled, spiral, etc. According to shape, leaves are rounded or obovate, palmate, lanceolate, linear, etc. Try this. Take a people leaf and a maize leaf and observe them carefully. The people leaf is divided into two equal parts by a single midvein which lies along the midline of the leaf blade. Secondary vein lies from the mid in leaves of this all the veins are parallel, running from the leaf base to the leaf apex. Thus, the people leaf blade has reticulate venation and the maize leaf blade has parallel venation. Observe the leaves of some other plants in your surroundings and identify the type of for 15. A little fun. Take a fallen card leaf and lightly it in water 15 to 20 days. Complete the follow. Dry it by observing the breeding around you. Serial number 1. Name of plant maize. Type of leaf. Shape of leaf blade. Venation. Shape of leaf margin. Shape of leaf em. Petiole. Serial number 2. Name of plant canna. Serial number 3. Name of plant people. Serial number 4. Name of plant flower. Try this. 1. Carefully observe a fully opened hibiscus flower. Flowers may have a long or a short stalk called pedicel. One end of the pedicel is attached to the stem. The other end of the pedicel is expanded and swollen. It is called the receptacle. Petals and other parts of the flower are supported on the receptacle. Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium are different parts of a flower. Calyx. In the bud condition, the petals are covered by leaf-like parts called sepals, which are green in color. They form the calyx. Corolla. This is made up of colorful parts called petals. Observe the shape, color, and smell of the corolla of various flowers like the rose, chrysanthemum, hibiscus, mogra, kanher, tagar, etc. Androecium. This is the male reproductive part of the flower. It consists of stamens. Each stamen is made up of anther and filament. Gynoecium. This is the female reproductive part of the flower. This is made up of carpels. A carpel consists of stigma, style, and ovary. by cutting the flower vertically from the vertical section of a hibiscus flower with the help of a sharp blade, by cutting the flower vertically from stigma to pedicel. Both sections of the flower will be seen to have the same structure. After maturity, anthers burst and the pollen grains which are released fall on the stigma. To a plant are the insects sitting about around its flowers. Observe the various flowers and complete the following chart. Name of flower, number of sepals, free or united, number of petals, free or united, form of androecium and gynoecium. Fruit. We eat many different types of fruits. Each type of fruit has its own characteristics. There are variations in their shape, color, taste, etc. Mango contains only one seed, whereas jackfruit consists of many small fruitlets, each with its own seed. Observe the fruits of ber, that is Ziziphus, mango, chiku, apple, etc. What do you observe? Each fruit has a different skin or shell, fleshy part and seed. In case of fruits like cashew, divided into two equal parts are called monocotyledonous seeds.